Yo, what is going on, beautiful people? We are back with another episode of, you guessed it, the No Name.
Still ain't got no name.
AKA insert podcast name here. We're not sure if y'all gonna see us for Christmas. We're not sure if y'all gonna see us for Thanksgiving. So we're gonna give y'all like a little jump to the future as we talk about a little bit of what's currently going on. NFL playoff hunt is approaching. NBA season is getting ready to start. Talk a little bit about that. We're also gonna get into some 2020 reviews of like all the type of stuff we've been dealing with and music we've been listening to. So y'all already know how the game goes. My name is Edward. And you know why my name is Edward, and that is simply because my mother named me after a great man, that being my OG, my pops. Another thing that you should know by now is that if you are not following at Emax Stacks for all your up-to-date sports coverage,
your life is not fulfilled.
I didn't have to say it. That man said it himself.
Which brings me to, me, Sean Hart Izzo, charismatic hood excellence at its finest, giving you all the yeah for you. Yeah, you smell me? You know what I'm talking about? For real, though.
And this your boy, Black Peace. Oh, wait. He left us.
Yo, I'm going to let you go, Christian, but let me go ahead and say this. I know we started off, I was about to say 5 of us, 10, nigga. I know it's normally 5 of us, but now it's 4 of us. Why? Because, and we just going to keep it real. We ain't scared when we see him. It is what it is. When we see Black Peace, it's all smoke. He told me straight up he not fucking with our podcast because Talking Smoke is like building and generating a lot of audience.
It's buzzing now.
And he wants to direct his attention towards that.
What's crazy is I was listening to it today. And I was like, yo, I'm going to hype my boy up on the podcast, bro. I was like, I'm not even a music head, but I'm like, yo, I want to go listen to Kid Cudi right now after listening to his latest episode, bro. But I'm salty in the mug, bro. I'm salty.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going to just keep it real. Black Peace is always, I think, I've seen it from afar. I just never really knew when or if it was ever going to come out. But he been a hoe ass nigga. And he proved that. He simply proved that. He proved that by just ditching us. You know what I'm saying? He was an integral part of our podcast. But hey, if you don't want to be with us, we don't want you. Like
what Fantasia said on that song?
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Darnell, Black Peace, he freed himself, and I guarantee you, because of that, our podcast is gonna be popping way more than Talking Smoke. So if you are a fan of Talking Smoke, you're not messing with our podcast. It's that simple. You gotta pick a side. Black Peace, when we see you in the street, it's on sight, my nigga.
He gonna kill us.
Yeah, bro. Gang.
Gang. And Christian said that, so you know it's real. Talking Smoke.
We're going to get in next episode, y'all.
I hope some kind of way that was a nice promo for Talking Smoke. Yo, nah, it's all good, man. Our brother couldn't be with us tonight. It's all good, man. He forever our brother. You know we ain't switching sides like that. Hey, Talking Smoke, though, is a super dope podcast that Black Peace got going on. So make sure you truly go check it out. Anything hip-hop, music related, he is a hip-hop, music. He's an artist connoisseur, so he gonna put you up on new artists, put you up on new music. The beauty about Black Peace is that like he from the streets, but he doesn't have to wear that on his sleeve. You know, he is very cultured and very diverse, and that shows in his taste in music and also the way he dissects music. So Talking Smoke, make sure you go check that out.
Yeah, check it out. It's your boy Coach Johnson. I am the husband of Jordan, the father of Harper and Deuce. And I
Black man don't cheat.
To bring the controversy. I'm here to challenge your ideas. I'm here to make you think just a little bit harder.
Basically, he's here to tell you that you're stupid, you don't know anything, and you should listen to him.
They just walk off because we interrupted when he was.
We always do that, bro. We never let him go.
I don't know. We're sorry, Sadasha. You can come back, bro.
I ain't sorry, nigga. You should have just did you.
Now Isaac, he's back since he wasn't really talking last week, but now he should be back since the Cowboys not playing.
I see that shadow nigga make that dramatic entrance.
Bro, come on, man. You messing up the editing, man. The people are waiting. Okay, there you go.
Good evening, beautiful people. It is I, the one and only Sedacious Xavier Miles, and on behalf of Beyond.
I thought your middle name was Javier.
I'm starting over. Good evening, beautiful people. My name is the one and only Sedacious Xavier Miles, and on behalf of me and these fucktards, we want to say thank you for watching and tuning in. Please continue to tune in. We love you. We thank you. Take it away, fucktard number one.
Hey, man. I don't want to. I don't know. But hey, man. But now we're gonna get straight to it. So, talking about slowly getting. I mean, it's only a 2 weeks left in 2020. I know we want to talk about music. So started off, I know at first I started off saying like the album that like, you mostly like, but I was just like looking, I was just like, I listened to a lot of stuff, even so much so that like, I kind of like caught on to some like 2019 stuff, like super late in 2020.
Yes,
and like, I was just like, I gotta jam, like I gotta keep this in my rotation. So now, the one album, if you forced me to choose like the one album like I stayed listening to that I like, no skip, soon as I played it, was T Grizzly, The Smartest. That album is hard. It's the album coming off of unfortunately his aunt / manager JB being killed. And man, that dude, he got the street bars, but he also so like lyrical with it. And I've been rocking with him since first day out. Activated. I forget his debut album. But yeah, T Grizzly, The Smartest, for me, that was the album so far that like I just like stuck with the most. Now, two artists actually that I kind of like up and coming or whatever. One like mainstream, one is like a Houston local rapper. So the mainstream guys that I've been jamming a lot, that I just like his music, is Sada Baby. I don't know if y'all like listen to Sada Baby, but he from
Sada is actually a little more established now since Nicki Minaj hopped on his remix to the whole lot of chapel. Yeah, you get me? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and so I mean, and then he had a verse with he did a feature with the Pac-Man.
Oh, BF the Pac-Man, right? Who also from Detroit.
Yeah.
Who lives in Houston?
But his stuff by himself though, like him on his own tracks, Sada be snapping. Sada be snapping. And so local artists, it's a guy by the name of DTR Duty, out of Houston. The dude, if you listen to his music, you can see one, he in his own lane. Two, he has a unique flowing style that's like so different than everybody else. And it's not him trying to force himself to be different. It's just like organically like who he is. And so he got a project out with his partner Tino 3 Time called I believe it's DTR to the Heart. So probably put all that stuff in the link below so y'all can go check out DTR Duty, who is a local rap artist in Houston, along with his partner Tino 3 Time. And so and just I got some honorable mentions also. Sedacious. I remember vividly you putting me on to Fabulous's Loso's way back in the day. And I was jamming it during the quarantine. I was just like, man, I know Fab got a whole bunch of more new stuff out. And man, when I tell you I ran across that Summertime 3 shootout, oh my God. Fab is like up there as one of the like lyricists of like all greatest lyricists of all time.
Yes, he is.
Like
he definitely underrated for sure.
Bro, like ridiculously underrated. So Summertime 3 shootout was definitely heavy in my rotation. and just like a couple more albums that kind of like recently came out that I kind of just like still be like listening to, but I mean they just came out, so I haven't been listening to them heavy, but I like them. Is Jeezy, The Recession 2. That's Tough in the Rolodex. So Help Me God, 2 Chainz, Savage Mode 2. I gotta listen to Libra a little bit more. I liked it when I first heard it. It's just a whole bunch of music. It's hard to keep up with everything, but I know I like Libra. And y'all know I stay texting y'all in the group chat, which is 2019. Young M.A., Her Story in the Making, and that was 2019. But even Christian like Young M.A. So that's kind of just what I've been like rocking with, like the music that's been like kind of in my Rolodex. And the 2 songs now, I gave y'all T Grizzly the Smarts, but the 2 songs that kind of like really like spoke to me or like touched me the most, for me, for the most part, depending on the content, I consider rap music to like be a part of like my worship, just depending on like the messaging and the content, and more so like with Nipsey with his album, but Kirk Franklin's Just For Me and Ty Trebek's We Gonna Be Alright, them hoes are out of here.
Baby, we gonna be all right.
Bruh. And so if you're just looking for some good spiritual music to feed you, Kirk Franklin, which I think that's probably like 2019 too, but whatever, I was listening to it. Just For Me, Kirk Franklin, and We Gonna Be Alright, Ty Tribbett. Them hoes was hitting. Them hoes was hitting when I was listening to them during the 2020 pandemic year. So yeah, man, that's my music rundown. My playlist for 2020.
Me considering myself a music connoisseur, I'll make this short, sweet, and efficient. I listen to a lot of music daily, so like I always catch artists that dropping new projects, and I just want to make it a point to name some people that probably wouldn't normally be named in other people's lists. First person I want to name is your boy, boy YFN Lucci, man. He actually dropped a very good mixtape earlier in the year called His Story. Play on words, obviously, history. And the deluxe version of the album was called History Lost Pages, which I believe is it's more unorthodox for what he usually puts out. It's more of like a street pain vibe. Let me tell you what I'm going through. Let me tell you what I've been through, and make it into a melodic, sound that you just, can't seem to, get out of your head. But also he just dropped his highly anticipated mixtape, Wish Me Well 3. And I listened to the whole mixtape from start to finish. So I'd encourage anybody who's looking for great production, also with some meaning behind the lyrics in a street way, but still I'm gonna let my soul bleed and talk to you about things I probably shouldn't even be talking to the public about musically. But I appreciate him for giving us the raw, authentic him. So definitely that's two tapes, 2 albums that are worth a listen. YFN Lucci, History, Lost Pages, that's 1. And then the highly anticipated Wish Me Well 3. Some artists that I would like to highlight that probably would go unnoticed as well is an artist from Alabama, No Cap. No, I'm not saying that I'm not capping. That is actually this man's name. No Cap. I mean, he should be a household name by now if you know and keep up with music. He has the punch bar ceiling and talent of a Drought 3 Wayne. Hold on, before you crucify me. I believe the No Cap stands and people who know music would actually attest and agree with me in the comments if they do view this. The guy's wordplay is off the charts. It's out of this world. And the album that he recently dropped is called Still Human. And it's a play on words even within the album name. It's literally still, S-T-E-E-L, human, as if he's hard body, but, still human, as if like I'm still human too. I'm not a product of my circumstances and my environment. I'm still human even though I went through these hard things. So you can see like where he's making the connection and the metaphorical analogy of, you know, the whole album title. But that's another album that I've listened to from start to finish that I think is an underrated body of work, man. So shout out to YFN and Lucci and No Cap for shit show.
Y'all niggas came with the shit. So I think I got somebody for y'all, I guess, unmentionables. I'm gonna go with, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Forgiano, but I fuck with him.
Fujiano from 1017, new 1017.
Yeah, I fuck with
Baby,
him.
my main shit. Hey, she
Bro,
gonna
that
let me
nigga-
see my son. Hey,
Bro, that nigga be
round,
on
100 round,
on
50 round.
10,
You
dog.
better run.
Hey,
That nigga be
Fujiano
on
be
10.
he be hitting, bro. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
But,
my boy, he in the A, so you gotta know about Fuji.
so, I'm gonna go with, because the question was, or what was presented to me, America, was album
Oh
of the
my
year,
God.
and then these niggas just went into this whole little catalog, motherfucker.
Exactly, Sedacious.
That was started that shit. He the one was talking about how underground artists, new artists on the rise.
So I was like,
Hey,
Artists is
man, we
already
do it all,
played.
man. We cover it all,
excuse me,
man. We
America,
cover it
if
all,
I'm not
B.
as prepared as the two professors before me, excuse me, America.
It is you.
But who I really felt like had album of the year, for my taste, and I like lyrics and I like hard shit. So as far as lyrics and who put out the hardest shit, I was gonna say Nas, but I think Busta took it this year. I think Extinction Level Event 2 was like bananas. I don't think that there's a rap album in 2020 that you can put up against that album. I mean, you can try, DM me if you want and say, hey, I think this album, and we'll get on Zoom and
No
we'll play
cap.
song for song.
No cap, bro.
You think his
He
album?
like that. Lyrically, bro, if you listen to, if you're not in tune with the culture and just like, I won't even say black culture, but like just that too, but like just culture in general. He makes a lot of sports references, a lot of, you know, relatable cartoon references, and just a lot of cultural references that you wouldn't probably get off the rip unless somebody pointed it out to you and then explained it, which is also, I feel like, a testament to someone's genius, right? If you can listen to a song 100 times and on that 101st time, you receive something new out of the message, I believe that's a testament in how, like, wow, like, man, I didn't catch that the first time. Like, dude really said something. Not to cut you off, Hobby.
No, you good. I just feel like ELE, it came with that grown man, like what we're going through and the times today, along with that boss up, like get money and put your niggas on, and it was providing like for baby daddies and baby mamas who have in a situation. Like it touched on that. The album touched on a lot, and you know it was like he brought some classic Buster with it too. So. And Kid Cudi shit went hard too, and Big Sean shit.
Yeah, I try not to name nobody too mainstream because I'm like, yeah, that was gonna be some popular opinions, so I kind of went off script. I like that pick though, bro. Busta, I definitely got to pick that.
Yeah, Man on the Moon 3 would have been a great top album to talk about, but
it ain't top of the year.
Yeah, you ain't really been able to live with that album either.
Real quick on the music front, I was also asked to present my album of the year, but
and you're a real one if you say what I think you're gonna say. You're a real one.
My real one, all right. My real album of the year. For those who might be new to the podcast, usually when we do this culture segment that has anything to do with music, I'm usually not on. The reason why is I don't really listen to music at all, ever. So, like, never. So, if my wife ever catches me listening to music or maybe singing something that might be on the radio, she's like, "What? What do you know? Where's this coming from?" So, I don't have an actual album of the year. I have a book of the year.
Yeah, you a real one. You a real one, bro. bro, the waves, the chemistry, bro. Like, I mean, bro, I be studying my teammates, dog. I be studying my teammates, bro. I be studying my teammates, man.
Yeah, so I have
America apparently he studies his teammates.
Yeah. What's funny is I think he did this on purpose when he texted us and he said, "Even you too, Christian," in parentheses.
Oh, come on, you know it's thought provoking.
He knew when he did that I was gonna try to search for something and then was gonna give up and be like, "Man, forget it. I'm just gonna give him a book."
I'm giving him a book.
Real quick. Well, no, just go.
All right. So my book of the year came out in January by my boy Wilford Riley. He's a professor at Dr. Wilford Riley. He's a professor at Kentucky State University. It's called Taboo: The 10 Things You Can't Say in America Today. So that came out in January. But since y'all went on a smorgasbord of all who you need to listen to and all that stuff, probably the book I should have put out there was by my boy Thomas Sowell, Charter Schools and Their Enemies. That's on Amazon right now in the category for educational law and legislative law. Now, the reason why I don't listen to that much music right now is sometimes listening to books. Most of the time listening to different podcasts. That's not ours. So if you want to get some good podcasting in, the Glenn Show with Glenn Lowry, and most often he has on his boy John McWhorter. That's some good stuff right there.
We shouting out podcasts? All the Smoke podcasts with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson is excellent. I would say that.
Isaac, I want to say this right now. I want to say this right now because people do not give him enough credit. And we're going to get back to you, Christian. The best. And all the Smoke, it's not just basketball. It's like culture too. But the best. Yes. The best basketball podcast out there is the No Chill Gil. The No Chill podcast with Gilbert Arenas.
Okay. A close second is the Old Man in the Three with JJ Redick and I forget the other Caucasian male's name.
But you can't sleep on no.
Oh no, I know Gil is hard. I know No Chill Gil is hard.
Black man. We talk about basketball and rap all the time.
We got to get back to the books. I'm sorry.
I'm going to try to bring something else into the culture real quick. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Hey man,
you started starting our podcast.
This year, Black America lost one of its giants, one of the greatest economists to ever graze.
I thought you was gonna say Kobe, nigga. Fuck.
Again, we talk about basketball all the time. The thing is,
I know. My fault. That was low hanging fruit.
He's a giant in the world of economics and free market economics. His name is Walter Williams. He died this year, actually a few weeks ago. So if y'all want to get on game about
who, give us a quick synopsis on who Walter Williams, because I personally never heard of him before.
Yeah. So Walter Williams, he was a professor at George Mason University. He's been doing a lot of stuff with my guy Thomas Sowell for a while now. But his big thing is he argues a lot for liberty, right? For freedom in America, and he's really big into the Constitution. But his mainstay in economics is he's a champion of free market economics, right? The more freedom that you give people to have whatever type of interactions that they want with different people and to make their own choices on what they buy and what they sell and all that stuff, the more freedom you give them, the more prosperity will happen within a society. And then, as long as you have, the proper laws and everything to make that happen. And so he's a big advocate for that. So you want to know more about free market economics, listen to Walter Williams. There's a bunch of stuff on him on YouTube and different podcasts there. And your boy Thomas Sowell. So some good stuff.
Not scripted, but since we're on books, not scripted, I would mention one of the books that I like. I recommend people. The Obstacle is the Way. Yo, this book right here.
Hey,
this shit right here, nigga.
Bruh.
This book right here.
This boy for the nut.
Ryan Holiday, right? Okay, listen, bro. That book right there. He has a trilogy. That's the first book.
Shout out to my boy E for the early Christmas gift, my brother.
Yes,
it is some gems in here. I would highly recommend.
So that's the first book of a trilogy.
I know.
So
it's like 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So trilogy, try 3.
So
yeah,
I would say
Obstacles the Way, Stillness is the Key. And
you read all of them, Christian?
Huh?
Feel like they should sponsor
You
us
read
for
all
this
of
free
them?
promo.
No.
Watching authors of this book.
Dang, what's the
So y'all shout us
Y'all
out?
niggas, y'all gonna plug all night, huh? Y'all just some plugging motherfuckers.
Bro,
tonight,
just some good stuff though. Listen though. Man, like another book I was gonna say was by my man Dan Crenshaw, Fortitude. But really, man, everyone needs to read that book, Obstacles the Way. I feel like, and I'm gonna go on my hard horse just for a little bit, real quick.
Especially during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, bro, we are too freaking soft as a culture, as a wider American culture. We are too freaking soft, right? Read that. Get some perspective.
No excuses, bro.
None. Never.
Read that and get some perspective.
Bro, the obstacle is the
blessing. The way.
Because if you don't go through nothing, you don't get nothing, bro.
And for all of you, I know everybody, you may not be an Audible person, you may not be a super duper reader with the film, but if you're a sports fan, I promise you, and it's not just on some like wow. When I scored this game, that man let you inside here and let you know why he was who he was. Yeah. Kobe Bryant with the Mamba mentality, how I play. I promise you. Yeah. And we just passed Founders Week. We didn't shout out our frat during December 4th. I don't know what day.
Who did?
I'm saying on the podcast, nigga. Bro.
Oh, okay.
Who did?
But I was just thinking about some. I'm like, oh man, I want to thumb through some more books or whatever. Yo. Do yourself a favor.
Rest in peace to the goat.
Do yourself a favor and like read
Two goats.
You talk about being too soft. That man was the far opposite. So do yourself a favor, man. Stuart Scott, Every Day I Fight. So hey, man, we giving y'all books. We giving y'all music. We giving y'all sports. What more do you want from us, people? What more do you want from
people? Want from us
at all.
Hey, but before we move on, Christian, I need your top 5 tracks from your daughter.
Top 5 tracks. Okay. Let me see if I go number 5. Number 5 will probably be Jump Up and Down, right? So that one basically you call out somebody, right? So she was on here, she'd be like Uncle Pooh, jump up and down, jump up and down, jump up and down.
I believe our audience has.
Number four would probably be
Baby Shark,
the Freeze Dance song.
I was close.
For everyone that has little toddlers, you probably know that one. Number 3 is probably
Baby Shark.
Yeah, I'll say probably Baby Shark number 3. Baby Shark's number 3.
It probably would have been 1 at the top of the year, but it probably didn't.
Number 2, Let It Go. Number 2 is Let It Go.
Oh, Frozen. Word.
Yeah, and number 1 is the BIBLE. Yes,
and that's the book for me. I forgot the rest, but it was a catchy flow, and
that's her top 5.
Top five.
Yeah, I figured if you wasn't listening to radio, I know you listening to her.
Yeah. I got the tunes.
Yeah. East Texas, where you at?
Oh, all right. So, real quick, for the sake of time, we got Kyrie back fully healthy, Kevin Durant full back healthy, Stephen Curry full back healthy, Unfortunately, we know the Warriors are out without Clay. We got Chris Paul going to the Phoenix Suns. We got Trey is not with the Clippers no more. He's now with the Lakers.
That boy look good in that purple and gold, man.
The Lakers also have Wesley Matthews now. He's no longer with the Milwaukee Bucks. Speaking of the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis today just signed for $228 million. The largest deal in NBA history. Signed for 5 years in extension. Obviously, that doesn't mean he's leaving the Milwaukee Bucks anytime soon.
We're gonna get no championships.
Live the rapper. How do you feel about Giannis signing for $228 million?
It makes me know never mind, bro. When I look at Montrezl Harrell play, you can tell like they talked in the living room and was like, bro, you know we finna get you one too, right? You know them niggas couldn't get you one last year because they was weak. Like we're gonna get you one, fam. And when I see that shit, I'm not worried about no 280, 90, 30,000 million dollars. Giannis, who they gonna pay since they just paid Giannis all that money? Who they gonna pay now?
But now when you sign a Supermax, it's like I forget how much of it counts towards your books and how much of it doesn't. So it's like an exclusion that they get that goes along
because
with
like a new salary cap starts. Like I want to say after this season, like a new salary cap or whatever. I forget the correct terminology for it.
So, yeah, that's why the numbers are able to be that high.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So you I guess you get Giannis and you make sure that he's good.
You have to, otherwise you will leave.
And then you put people around him. Okay, it makes sense.
Oh, y'all done on the take because I want to say something. I want to make sure y'all done.
I was gonna say my little Giannis take, and it's gonna be short.
Go.
Brother, pay him 100 mil, 200 mil, 300 mil. Don't matter, man. Lakers and 5. It don't matter. It do not matter. Because his ass will be getting out the Eastern Conference Final because I got Brooklyn in probably 6.
I think understanding how players could unfortunately abruptly get injured and sometimes how unfortunately players could like reach their prime, really like I wouldn't say reach their prime, reach their ceiling. Mm-hmm. Obviously we always say Giannis is just a jump shot away from ... Been saying that for 4 years now. Personally, as a general manager, I would not pay a franchise player. I would not pay my star player $228 million if he outright came and said that there's somebody else in the league better than him that we have to go through to get an NBA championship.
Did he lie?
I don't care. I don't care if he was telling the truth or not. If you're telling me there's somebody else in this league that we have to go through that's better than you, I'm not giving you $228 million. I'm not.
Brother, they didn't win no championship. Though he came off the MVP, you have to realize the perspective in which he's speaking, right? Because he did work with Kobe, rest in peace, before he died. So his mindset, quite literally, is championship or nothing. So his mind is on winning, right? So he's speaking highly of the person who was well-renowned as the best player in the world and on the fact how they were able to seal the deal and finish the deal with winning the championship, right? And come on, man, if you ain't calling LeBron James the best player in the league as of today,
you're lying.
You smoking some of the finest crack, bro. You being delusional with yourself. You're not in tune with reality, and you haven't watched basketball apparently because that old man, he's still that man. He's still him.
Very, very much so. And I'm not saying that LeBron ain't the best in the world. He is the best in the world.
I think you just speaking from a mentality standpoint of how you want your best player to be taught.
Exactly. Now, even if it's delusional, if you say I'm not who I need to be yet as a player, if you genuinely feel like you're not who you are yet, or who you haven't reached a certain plateau, or you feel like I'm not the best yet, I shouldn't be paying you the best in the world money.
Right. They asked James
But you have to, though. You have to.
No, you don't, Isaac. But like, who else are you going to get around Giannis? Like, nobody wants to come to
Okay. So don't pay him the max. Piss him off and run the chance of him leaving and coming to LA with his younger brother.
They asked James Harden, how did he rank himself amongst his peers? And he said, I feel like I'm the best. And I just laughed. I'm like, nigga, you know you lying when you said that shit.
But
Stop
nah,
playing.
he genuinely feel that way, bro. You can't stop him from getting a bucket. I believe James honestly believes that in his heart of hearts, though. But I feel like every superstar player should feel that way. But honestly, he just being real.
Yeah, but Edward, I want to defend Isaac on this because what he's saying is true. When you're the Milwaukee Bucks, and he said this about Aaron Rodgers last week, right? Which is basically the same thing, right? When you're in Wisconsin, what professional athlete, young player, young person who's in their early to mid 20s, making millions, wants to live in Milwaukee?
Nobody.
So yeah.
So if you have someone who was at least one of the best in the league, who could go anywhere and win, right? You now are forced to pay them much more than maybe the Lakers would have to pay, or any other team in a big.
Yeah,
So
because
is
Milwaukee
this-
is the
so,
only
okay,
team
so
that was
is
able to
this
sign him
just
to
to
that
simply-
super max deal.
Is
Like,
this just to simply say we got a superstar in Wisconsin? Is that it?
No, it's not.
that's exactly it, because they don't attract free agents.
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
tell you.
Like, what? Like, I guess it's just like a hope and a prayer that if we retain Giannis, hopefully some way, which way, free agency, blah 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 blah, we'll get A, B, and C. But it's just like,
How did they
They
get?
just got Drew Holiday, bro. So I wouldn't talk down on him too much, because I think Drew.
no, Drew is the truth.
Drew is
But I
nice.
don't think that's enough for a championship.
It may not be.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But Edward, how did they get Giannis?
Draft.
The draft. All right. So they lucked up, right? Because the draft is just a crapshoot. They lucked up and got a superstar. Okay.
He wasn't a superstar at first. He had to grind and
I
develop.
don't know, but he became one, right?
Right.
They looked up, he became a superstar. Okay. Now, when was the last time? Now, again, I don't watch basketball that much, but the last time I even remember when I used to watch basketball a little bit, Milwaukee being even relevant, was when Ray Allen was there.
Damn, how old are you? 40?
That was a long time ago, kid.
Exactly.
You talk about this.
Jeez.
Can we put some respect on Michael Red's name for a little while? Shout out to Michael Red, man.
Yeah,
I like
Michael-
Maybe I haven't watched basketball long enough, but I'm saying,
Man
but
averaged
Michael
24
Redd.
over 7 seasons. But go on.
but the Milwaukee Bucks are not in that conversation all the time, right? Are they?
No, man.
Nah.
All right,
Never.
so they finally getting into the conversation a little bit now, right? They're getting into
They not.
They not, bro. They done
Because
for it.
he get bounced after second round every year. Because why? He doesn't have a jump shot, and teams wall him off from the lane, i.e. what the Heat did. I called it back in March. People thought I was crazy. I said, watch. If the Heat play the Bucks in the playoffs, they're going to wall Giannis
Isaac,
off from
to
going
your
to the
point,
ring.
I feel like any basketball mind who makes it to the second round or the Eastern Conference is smart enough to say, pack the paint.
Pop that shit.
You ain't going to be taking one step and dunking on us and winning this playoff
Pop that
game.
shit.
You're going to have to shoot.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But also too, as a GM or owner of that team, right? If I'm the owner, I tell my GM, pay him wherever you got to pay him, right? Because they also too, they were one of the top seeds going into the playoffs, right?
No,
They've been the top seed for the
were
past
top
2
seed.
years.
All right. So
Yeah, number one.
in the past 2 years, there were.
Yeah.
All right. So for the past 2 years, they're the top seed, which means in a regular non-COVID society, right? They're packing out arenas, right? They're packing out arenas.
Seeding is solely based on your NBA record and how many wins you have. But yes, they were packing out arenas. It's Milwaukee,
Yeah.
and there's not much to do there except watch the Bucks, who are actually a great regular season team.
But they're not a consistent franchise that's like that. That's what the point I was trying to make before. Have they historically been like that?
Nah,
No,
they
not at
haven't
all.
had a history
Yeah.
of winning.
Okay.
They
So-
won their last championship when Kareem was playing for the Bucks, I believe, and that was back in the late '60s,
Yeah. So
early '70s, I believe.
so when you finally get that,
Historian a little bit, you know.
like,
me.
hey, look, we got to keep it. All I know is Giannis is the biggest thing we got. We got to keep it. We got to keep
Oh,
it.
for sure. I mean, yeah, it is to retain him. Yeah, let's throw a whole bunch of money in his face and see if he say no.
Even if that doesn't get them championships, right? As an owner, you still getting more money with him than you would without him. So pay him what he got to get.
I guess business is business. Basketball is basketball.
Oh, you got the Greek freak in town.
Yo, that is a first. We got Christian in on the basketball conversation. Hint, hint. It was about economics though, but it's all good. Hey, our boy is the ultimate capitalist. Getting real quick. I feel like I know what y'all gonna say. Isaac, who you have winning the championship?
Back-to-back Jordan 96, 97. Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, quick. What is your expectations of the Nets?
I believe the Nets.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I thought we would trade. You can answer it first. I'll come back.
We're still building chemistry. It's okay.
Episode 11.
I think the Nets gonna meet the Lakers in the Western Conference in the finals.
That is going to be the most beautiful storyline in NBA media history. Isaac.
History, I don't know. That might be a stretch, but it's gonna make for in a long time, probably within the last 20 years, it's gonna make for a beautiful story. Because I too actually have the Nets eking out past the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals for them to get to the finals. But what I believe will happen is I believe Kevin Durant will be exposed, right? And I say exposed in the sense of, yes, he is who we think he is, but as far as I believe leading a team and being that alpha to lead them on the championship.
That's what LeBron is better than him at, leading a team and being the alpha dog. And not leading a team just in terms of points, but leading a team all around.
Yes, because he got away with a lot in Golden State. What I mean by that,
he only have to focus on hooping.
That's all he wanted to do. You could clearly hear him say after a lot of pressers, man, I just want to play ball. Man, no, brother, I understand you just want to play basketball, but you got to lead it. You got to bring the intangibles to the table.
Basketball. Michael Jordan didn't just play basketball. LeBron didn't just play basketball.
He got away with a lot, man, because Steph was the vocal leader of that team, and the way Steph led. Well, Draymond was the vocal leader, but Steph was the leader as far as I'm going to lead and how I present myself every day, what I am to this franchise, and my overall presence and positive aura is going to rub off on the team and keep us gelled together and keep that chemistry fluid, right? Kevin Durant going to have a hard motherfucking time on his hands with Kyrie Irving, bro, because the whole comment, he started it off wrong. Yeah, I don't believe we have a head coach. I believe we have – bro, what the fuck? How disrespectful is that to Steve Nash, a two-time MVP, an MVP that you've actually never won, and you gonna come in and immediately try to.
He sounded like he happy he got a substitute teacher. That's how he sounded.
Low key, but then he walked back the comments today and was like, "Yeah, I think I should take back those comments I made a month ago." No shit, nigga. You think it took you 3 months or 4 months to walk the comments back? But anyway, man, I just don't see the Nets having that chemistry or having the mental fortitude to be able to overcome the Lakers. And then I just think this. Well, who gonna hold AD? That's like the question I ask everybody. And nobody can give me an answer to that. So when somebody finds somebody who can hold AD,
Jared.
Come talk
Jared,
to me.
what's his last name?
Yeah, bro, he ain't it.
You talking about Jared Allen?
So we gonna bring him out to the 3 line and he can't swim out there, Pop. He can't.
So real quick, we're gonna get our basketball.
Edward, I got the Magic winning. Just let you know.
Yeah, moving on. But no. So I know people, right? So you have
the Magic take that off.
You have a Wiseman, second round pick, second overall pick going to the Golden State Warriors. Anthony Edwards, number 1 overall pick going to the Timberwolves. Then you got LaMelo, 3rd pick going to North Carolina, the Charlotte Hornets. North Carolina Hornets.
Oh, North Carolina. South
Oh, I'm
Carolina.
sorry,
No,
bro,
Kobe
because they
Bryant,
got that
Snooker
North Carolina
Bryant,
blue.
yeah.
31,
But
44.
no. I said that to say, like, I know, like, in media spotlight, that is going to, like, those names are going to be like popping out at people like, oh, this player, that player, LaMelo did this, da 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 da. But like, pay attention to like those players who are still within the lottery, or may even be like a second round draft pick. Like a player for Cleveland, I forget what he was, a lottery pick. I forget exactly what. Pick.
You talking about the left-hander 6'7"? You talking about
Isaac.
Kevin? I know his name. Give me 5 seconds, bro. Give me 5 seconds for my brain to work.
He got the same name as you.
He don't though. You talking about the first round pick?
Isaac Okoro.
Oh, you talking about that guy? I'm talking about the guy they drafted last year from USC. The lefty.
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter. That's who I want to say.
Yeah, but no, Isaac Okoro. Okoro. Forgive me
Hit
if
the
I'm
game winner
mispronouncing
against
your
the
name.
Hornets that first preseason game and dropped
First
18.
game won the first 18 points. I know it's just a regular season game, but like, just, you know, he in Cleveland, LeBron ain't there, so the market may be small. The spotlight isn't big over there. Just pay attention to some of these lottery picks out there. Don't just not pay attention to the rookies out there just because it ain't Anthony Edwards or Wiseman or LaMelo.
Yeah.
What you call it? I don't know like what necessarily like taking off of him is, but I'm interested to see how much better Ja Morant has gotten this season. And pay attention to pay attention to this being his second year, Zion Williamson, because I think I got kind of Lamar Jackson type takes on him. But that's
I think he's taking over, bro. I'm sorry. I know what you mean, but I like him.
You like him? I'm just saying, hey, we'll see him.
I see him being a dual threat player before Giannis.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't see Giannis developing no stroke, no wetter.
I think.
Ain't gonna lie, I kind of seen it in practice a little bit. It does look a little better, but until he gets comfortable with being uncomfortable.
You talking about Giannis?
Yeah, because
I don't know if
it was a clip that was out like
we beat up Ben Simmons. We beat up Ben Simmons for not being willing to take the shot. But then, like, we, like, at the same time, like, we get on Giannis because he not making – and he's trying. It's not like he's scared to, like, take those shots. But you know when Giannis really need a bucket, he's not going to take those shots. He'll take them quarters 1 through 3.
And that's what I mean when I say he got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Like, you know, like, just, like, set a goal for yourself. Like, I'm going to shoot at least 3 of these a game. Like, you know, whatever. You're going to get a lot of touches anyway. So, I mean, But yesterday, Zion Williamson, like, I'm not too wrapped up in the hype. I think at the end of the day, I know, like, you're a physical specimen. I know you super strong. I know you all muscle. But I just, like, I don't know if he needs to be put around, like, a better team. And I know, like, Pelicans still, like, you know, rebuilding and getting rid of Anthony Davis. But, like, I don't know if I just see him being, like, franchise players. People are, like, trying to, like, build him up to be. That's my only thing. But, yeah. So, we on to the NFL. And
I know we was talking franchise. I thought we was talking just good.
I mean, you're number one draft pick. I mean, what are we talking about?
No, I agree. I think, because do you think Charles Barkley was a franchise player?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I look at Zion Williamson as like a Charles Barkley that's a little faster.
Charles Barkley was an MVP and he got his team to the finals. They lost against Jordan. I mean, so if you don't see Zion Williamson doing that in the near future, then he's not Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I see it. And then because LeBron gonna be gone.
But I feel like you still gonna have like other people like dominate and still sharpening their game. Like when LeBron gets ready to finally leave, to where it's not gonna just like obviously it's gonna feel like the league is up for the taking when LeBron leaves. But like I don't think like depending on how everything plays out, what team he may be on down the
Man,
road.
you right. He on the Pelicans too, cause I don't know, man. You right. They might not.
And
They
they
might
in the
not
West.
develop him right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can only imagine when, like,
And then he
like,
could get
can we
beat
fathom,
on.
like, what Devin Booker may end up, like, 3 to 4 years from now? Like, dude's still, like, 24. Like, but
Man,
let's try to get to football.
I
Let's try to
like
get to
him with
football.
Chris Paul, bro. Chris Paul gonna get him some of the easiest buckets he'd have never got in his life, and DeAndre Ayton gonna benefit heavily off CP3 too.
True. I hope their bubble performance wasn't just a moment. I hope it pours over into, because I
I
would love
think
to
Book
see.
actually living like that, man.
I want to
think
see
that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
they
he
Book
don't-
been living like
deserves to
that.
be in the playoffs.
I know it, but I'm talking about
He
from the
been living
standpoint
like
of
that.
it equating to winning basketball. How they were 8-0 in the bubble.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, because you got to think,
Oh,
Book,
yeah.
Book dropped 72 and they
Cause
lost.
he
So,
all right. He always
Right.
be going hard. and
He
they
always
lose.
had that. It just wasn't gonna equate to winning.
yeah. So one of the biggest conversations, I think, football conversation we have is, like, me and Sedacious was talking about this yesterday. Lamar Jackson, yay or nay? Is he elite? Is he not? Is he subpar? Is he too iffy? Coach Johnson, you watched the tape. You seen last night he beat the Ravens, beat the Cleveland Browns. What was your take? And what is your current stance as Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have played? What week we in? Week 13?
Week 14. We just finished week 14.
We just finished week 14. So we have a seasoned body of work thus far. What
Yeah.
is your still stance on Lamar Jackson, Coach Johnson?
So we have 3 weeks left of the season. Lamar Jackson. Is he elite or not?
Of
I
course
think
he's not elite.
it's
You taking this long, it's either I feel like we know what you're gonna say, but go
No,
off. I'm curious to hear the explanation though.
no, but the thing is, like, for me, it's hard to say because there's definite deficiencies, right? There's definite deficiency with him throwing the ball right now, where if he can't extend the play, it's not there. It's not there. But
And his receivers ain't the best though, bro. So it ain't like he just got people just flying open.
You're right. His receivers aren't the best. I mean, Marquise Brown dropped 3 easy passes the other night. So it's not like he's throwing to the best receivers, but also, and also too, Greg Roman, the passing offense, they got a lot of issues with the passing game. But even
He got figured out this year. He got figured out. The league caught up with him.
Yeah, but Lamar himself, he has some things he needs to figure out as far as the job.
Greg Roman, that is, not Lamar Jackson got figured out. But go off, Coach.
No. But I'm saying Lamar has some things he needs to figure out though.
For sure. So Greg Roman can be able to do more and comfortably do it without him.
Yeah. But just talking about Lamar, the reason why I hesitate is because even though he doesn't have a great drop back passing game, the other stuff is wicked.
Right.
I would say
Stupid.
I say this, and watching this game, I feel like
it's on a whole nother level. It's so extremely great that it almost makes up by itself for his lack of ability as a drop back passer.
it do. Like, hold on, I pulled it up earlier. Let me see if I still got
It
it.
does.
So Baker Mayfield, right? Baker Mayfield drop back pass and he throws for 343 yards yesterday, right? You go look, how many Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, and he threw the ball 47 times. Threw the ball 47, 343 yards. Lamar Jackson only threw the ball 17 times for 163 yards. But he made it up because he only had 9 carries for 124 rushing yards. You know what I'm saying?
Only.
Like the rest of his game, this is why. So Lamar Jackson is the quarterbacks, what Tyreek Hill is to receivers. Okay, if you go try to, any receiver coach, right? They had the idea of a great receiver, right? They'll talk about route running and catching and all this stuff, all this polish, understanding where the defense is at. Tyreek Hill doesn't have all that put together. But if I'm a quarterback or if I'm an offensive coordinator, would I rather have Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams, right? Both are great, but man, sometimes I want Tyreek because on any given moment,
Take the
That
That
top
could be the
off.
one. Yeah.
Then you go to the house. So it's like, okay, hey, do I want Lamar? Who would be equivalent? Do I want Lamar or man, shoot, even hey, do I want Lamar or Aaron Rodgers? Right? Aaron Rodgers is definitely elite, right? There's no argument there, right? But Aaron Rodgers can't do things that Lamar can. Okay, hey, I'll make it even better. Do I want Lamar or Tom Brady? Right now, I'd rather have Lamar.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this to cut you off, Christian. A wise man once told me, nobody can move faster than a football. So yeah, he's elite. He can run. He can scramble. But like nobody can beat the ball being thrown. Like, nobody can outrun the ball being thrown down the field.
That is true. That is true. But
You ain't got a clean pocket to throw that mug, and you're 43.
all his touchdown passes last night, how did they come?
They can. Hey, bro, this is the thing. This is the thing, Christian. I think I see where you're going. I seen this in watching, and I was just like, yes, I know. I say he isn't an elite thrower, but what makes Lamar Jackson elite is that like his running ability scares the defense so much that like you did your job on covering the receivers for about 10 seconds, and you turn around, you turn your head, and you see him. And like you forget the receiver, you still have to cover, and you commit to Lamar, and Lamar's still in throwing position behind the line of scrimmage. And right when you commit to him because you think he about to run, because you scared that he is gonna break for 50,
he's gonna throw
easy
the ball.
pass for him. You know what I'm saying? Easy pass. And so like his running ability opens up his throwing game.
It opens up so much.
And because he isn't that great throwing the ball, he doesn't necessarily have to throw in windows, have to throw receivers open. Because like they be open for him half the time because the corners and safeties have left to commit to him possibly breaking out for a 30-plus yard run. That's what makes him elite. But if you take his running ability away from him, which has happened when it counted the most, he is not elite.
Yeah. So, so that's a hard conversation with him to try to figure out where he is.
He's elite if ...
No, I wouldn't even say. I know earlier this year I put him as elite because I did see him in the first couple of games throwing dimes, right? But then because I thought he went to the next level with his throwing ability, right? But then the season went on and it got back to the regular Lamar. And I don't know if that's only him, right? If the offense itself is not helping him out, if the receivers are not helping him out to make it look better. So, but it was an entertaining game, man. And I got to give Baker Mayfield some credit, bro.
That nigga ball.
He did ball.
His passing game to me look
much more fluid without Odell and him thinking he got to force the ball to Odell like 8 to 10 times. I hate
Come
to
on,
say
bro.
that.
Go there
Texans
with me, bro.
trade for him.
Last week. You didn't talk last week.
Trade for him, please.
Come on, Sedacious. Back me, bro.
How you gonna say that, man?
Nah, because the Browns are definitely gonna trade Odell this offseason, and the Texans need to be first one in line saying, "We will give you whatever."
Hey, this is really
Let's not dismantle our future for that man, but we're willing to give you whatever.
This is what the Texans are gonna say. They're gonna say, "We're gonna give you draft picks we don't have." Oh snap! Okay, we can't get them. All right, never mind.
Touch on the Baker.
Fuck you.
Touch on Baker, Sedacious.
No, bro. No, I mean Isaac said it, bro. It's like once Odell got hurt, like Baker's like, all right, now I ain't got the pressure of getting this nigga his touches and his yards, so I can just do whatever. And really, Jarvis Landry like looking like number one, bro. And your boy Higgins looking like a good number two.
Yeah, and Jones looking nice too, bro.
Right. Like they got a squad over there. Still.
Yeah, but
then they got Nick Chubb.
I like David and Njoku too. He playing.
And Njoku tight end. But man, really, the person we need to really be talking about, man, is Greg Stefanski.
Yeah, man, shout out to the kid who did it.
He makes the game. He makes the game for him, right? I mean, how many times we gonna go outside zone with Chubb, outside zone with Kareem Hunt? Oh snap! fake the outside zone play action, out to the flat.
Over the
Fake
top.
outside zone play action over the middle. Outside zone again. Da, 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 da.
And they gonna commit. They gonna commit every time.
Yeah,
It's Nick Chubb.
This is the old, Mike Shanahan offense. Just from that tree.
But a lot of different wrinkles and variations. I see him going different formations. I see him going pistol. I see him going offset pistol. I see him doing a lot of bootlegs, rollouts, because Baker is mobile. He ain't the most mobile, but he did run sub 4.7 or sub 4.8. So he's mobile enough to where he can.
It was 4.8, but he got enough. He got enough to where he can get. He got enough down like he did the other night. So, but I remember if everybody goes back and listen to our first episode after week 1, everybody was like, "Oh, here go the old Browns, throw it in the towel." I told everybody, "Hey, when they got blown out, when the Ravens blew them out, the game was a lot closer than what it looked. The Browns had a chance in that game, and then all hell broke loose. Yeah,
toward the end, it kind of got out of hand.
I told everyone, hey, look, just be patient, right? They're gonna get it together, right? And they've done that. So what I'm interested in seeing is how much longer they can be able to keep Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt together, because that is a dynamic duo.
That's a good tandem.
This freaking world.
That's the best running back tandem in football right now, easily.
I mean, man, that is ridiculous, bro.
Because you got essentially two number one running backs split pair.
Yeah.
Because every time one of them check out and the other one come in, you're not losing anything from what you want to do from a scheme perspective.
The defense gets no breaks.
None.
Ridiculous. So, yeah.
Real quick, fellas. How did y'all, and like emphasis on quick, how did y'all feel about the Jalen Hurts, his performance, him getting his first win?
I have a nickname.
Shut me up.
I got a nickname for him. Don't hurt us, Hurts. That's what he is. Don't hurt us, Hurts.
Did you sense that there was a bit of carefulness in terms of like the play calling to like?
There was carefulness with sprinkles of
safe,
a little bit of genius in there. From your boy Doug Peterson. Like I said last podcast, there are a few things that he put in there, little wrinkles that we never saw with Carson Wentz, right? Let's fake the sprint option here and do the reverse like University of Florida did versus Ohio State back in right? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't sense a lot of deep balls from him. I'm not sure if he
threw a couple. He threw a couple of deep balls, but he did have a lot of dink and dunk stuff and a lot of stuff using his legs, man. But also too, man, he didn't put the ball in harm's way. Guess what? Who leads the league in interceptions this year? Carson Wentz.
Guess who did throw a pick?
Not turn the ball
this
over.
Past Sunday,
Jalen
Hurts.
He had one pass that should have been picked off where he was late on our route to Greg Ward and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He dropped the big.
Who is also YFN as well, from my YFN reference from earlier. If people don't know, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson grew up with Lucci, is in YFN, has a chain. Little fun fact for the day.
Jalen Hurts played that game looking like, I'm just trying not to fuck this up, kid.
Yeah.
The whole game he looked like he caught it. Okay, cool, bro. I'm trying not to fuck this up.
So
next play.
To be honest with you, that's all he needs to do. The thing is, man, they have enough talent, at least on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively, there's enough to go around where, just don't beat themselves up, man. All year they've been beating themselves up. I'm surprised it took this long for them to actually pull the plug on Carson Wentz. I thought it might happen like week 8. But hey, it happened now. They still have a shot if they win out on winning the division and making the playoffs. So, I did not think that they would win this game. I mean, but hey, the Saints, you missed 2 field goals and, you get 2 turnovers by and so you lose a turnover and you missing 2 field goals. Hey,
that could be the outcome of a game.
That's the outcome of the game right there, man. So, you know.
And their defense played pretty good, man.
Ripping and running. So, you know, they got a chance, man. They really have a chance. They have a chance versus the Cardinals. You know, that could be a game. I forgot who they play after that. Somebody saw. Oh, they play the Cowboys. So they'll beat the Cowboys, right? At least they should. And then they have a chance to
beat the Cowboys.
take the division with the.
Stop talking with your heart.
We on hot fire right now. We on fire.
Bro, we can't
We
see
hot
you,
right
bro. You look like you talking about the Cowboys and hiding.
Yeah, say that shit with your face out,
Somebody's
nigga.
calling me. Somebody's calling me.
Yeah, we know
we
you're
gonna beat the
important
Eagles.
people.
We're gonna sweep the rest of this. We're gonna win these last 3 games. We're gonna win these.
Who y'all play this week?
I don't know, bro.
His spirit done got
we play,
demoralized, man. He can't keep up with this shit no more, man.
Whoever we play, we're gonna beat them. We
Whoever play
ruining
with
shit.
me.
You're looking it up.
That sound like some cowboy shit. Whoever play with me.
We're ruining shit for everybody.
Don't do that.
Nah.
play pro ball team, we gonna beat them.
Washington is gonna take the division, though. If y'all want to know who's gonna take the division,
They might. Shout out to
Washington
Chase
run
Young
away
with
with
the
it.
50-yard fumble recovery for the touchdown.
Y'all play the 49ers this week. Y'all got a
Might
chance.
do.
Then y'all play the Eagles. Then who y'all played last week?
We gonna play the Giants.
Y'all played the Giants the last weekend.
All right, bro. Look, the Texans out of the playoffs. We didn't get them no attention. We're not about to do that with the Cowboys.
No,
All right.
hold on, my nigga. We always get the fucking Texans some attention. Them niggas get a dab every episode. They give a dab. You get a dab of ranch.
Well, they ain't getting one this week. And I ain't got.
Hey, bro, I
don't even talk
wasn't
about
gonna
nothing.
touch it. I wasn't gonna touch it.
Don't.
Hey,
Wait,
bro,
Hey,
this
man,
on
check
that
this shit.
This is an honest question,
bro.
This is an honest question. Did they win last week?
No, they got destroyed.
See,
By who?
that's why we
The
don't fuck with
Bears,
you,
bro.
All right, man. So wrapping it up
They
this
got
week.
destroyed by the pick in the
I thought they was
27th.
gonna win.
Hey, Christian, Minshew coming back this Sunday, man. Talk to your Jacksonville people, man. Duval,
The
stand
tank
up.
continues.
All right, sit down,
Yeah.
Duval.
I still don't believe in Josh Allen.
Hey, man, the tank continues, dog. We
By
played
the way.
We playing the long game.
What is there to get excited about as a Jaguars fan? You play the Ravens.
Nothing.
So do y'all think
Yeah,
the
I don't
Buffalo
know.
Bills is the
It's-
second best team behind the Chiefs in the AFC? Are the Buffalo Bills the second best team behind the Chiefs in the AFC?
No.
No.
I like for you to dissect
No.
that.
No, that's what everybody's saying. They saying behind the Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills.
They might be, bro. They might.
We'll see. Real quick, Christian, can you give us who, and we'll end it on this. Can you give us who's like in the playoff hunt, like teams on the bubble, like making the playoffs, and we'll say who we think is or is not going to make the playoffs. Even with that win, isn't the Ravens, they still like on the bubble or like they're in?
No,
They
They're on the bubble. They're
on
on
the
the
bubble because I don't think they're gonna win the division. I think the Browns
Not
might
at
win the
all.
division.
I thought
No,
Pittsburgh
the
was in
Steelers,
that
right?
division.
The
Yeah,
Steelers are
Pittsburgh.
gonna win.
Yeah, the Browns still have a chance at winning the division. So the only team that clinched the division is the Chiefs. The Steelers have clinched a playoff spot. The Bills are at number 3 right now, and then the Titans are in the number 4 spot right now. The teams that are right now slated as the wild card teams are the Browns, the Colts, and the Dolphins. And then the Ravens are at the 8th spot right now, and then the Raiders, and then the Patriots. Right, so the teams that are in the hunt, the Ravens, the Raiders, and the Patriots on the AFC.
The Patriots got an interesting game coming up this Sunday. Do they play the Dolphins or am I wrong? They play somebody, I think, also in the playoffs.
And they could lose that too if they are playing the Dolphins.
The Patriots got a chance to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they got to win now. They need a lot of help, bro. They need
They need Jesus.
Yeah,
Basically.
They need a lot of help.
Dear baby Jesus, 10 pounds, 6 ounces.
Boy, that was one of the funniest movies all time.
Yeah, they play the Dolphins in Miami, bro. So I'm gonna count it as an L.
Chip, backed up on Mountain
That's
Dew.
Yeah, I'm gonna count it as an L for them. The Patriots got a lot of issues right now, man. They don't have great quarterback play. They're just missing a lot right now. They don't have no wide receiver play at all. You know,
So can I give my take on who I think is gonna be make the playoff?
Go ahead. Who you think gonna make it out of the AFC? Hold on, let me give y'all the NFC picture real quick. So the Packers have clinched the division and a playoff spot. The Saints have clinched a playoff spot. The Rams right now are in the number 3 spot. The Washington football team is in the number 4 spot with the lead in the NFC East. The Seahawks are at the numbers 5. Yeah, number 5. Then the Buccaneers, and then the Cardinals. So those would be the 3 wild card teams. The teams that are on the bubble are the Vikings and Bears. And then
What you got, Izzo?
And then the Giants and Eagles still have a shot at winning the division.
From the NFC, man, those fringe teams, you name the Hawks, Bucks, and the damn Cards. I'm going to stand on my pick from earlier this year and say the Cardinals. I'm going to stand on that. And then from the AFC, I'm going to go with give me Lameezy, man. Give me Lameezy, man. I think my boy and them, they going to run it off and they going to get in there, man. So, Cardinals and the Ravens. I'll go with them.
Bro, you know your pick was the Packers.
It was not.
You sure?
That's who I said was going to potentially have a chance to win the NFC. But I said as far as we talking about who's going to make from how the season actually shaped up, because that was, you know what I mean?
I got you.
Sedacious, how do you feel about the Seahawks going into?
Yeah, I'm still going with them. I'm still rocking with them. I feel like they win games, and they win games when they need to win games. Yeah, they got through the season a little rocky, but playoff time is really Russell Wilson time.
Okay. Yo, beautiful people, man.
I didn't give you mine.
Neither.
You talk so much, I could have sworn you said.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out real quick. I don't think the Ravens are going to make the playoffs, dog.
I believe that. Even though I just said them, I can believe that, though.
Yeah, I know. That's real nigga shit.
Because the thing is, I'm trying to find
I can believe that. Even though I just picked them.
That are in above them right now, I'm trying to figure out what games that are like legit losable for them. The only game that the Colts I see losing could be the Steelers, right? But I think that they still might have a tiebreaker between them and the Ravens. And then the Dolphins, I don't see them losing again. Actually, they could. The Dolphins last week, the last game of the year for them.
Coach, pick the team.
That's
brother.
what I'm saying, bro. You see why I tried to skip over you? Because I knew this was going to happen. Come on, bro.
All right, bro.
That's the be decisive.
The NFC picture that I said before is going to stay like that. Just the AFC, I think the Ravens will miss the playoffs.
And then we're really going to have a conversation on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, so, man, if we don't get to talk to y'all again before the new year, man, be safe. We hope that y'all have a beautiful and blessed Christmas. And, yeah, man, and have a happy new year. Do me a favor. Don't try to set, like, New Year resolution goals. Like, just try to be a better person. Don't try to start something on January 1st. Like, start that shit right now, today. And, like, get that momentum going into the new year. Don't just start on January 1st.
And small snippet of advice, life is about progression. So you should be getting better and growing every day. So anything that isn't growing, quite literally by definition, is dead. So you don't want to be going through life a zombie, man. We got a lot of zombies out here mentally. The zombie apocalypse is actually among us now. It's not going to be half dead people eating in a cannibalistic fashion. We have a lot of people who are brainwashed by media, other things that are quite literal zombies and parade around with a head full of air, so to speak. So progress every day, write out goals, knock them down. And I ain't talking about just because it's first of the year. I'm talking about break that thing down quarterly, monthly, and have some weekly goals.
Or working towards your 3-year plan, your 5-year plan, your 1-year
Come
plan.
on, preach, brother.
But bonus clip, Sedacious. What would you say for 2020?
To piggyback off my brothers, man. Welcome the awkwardness, welcome the pain, welcome all of that shit, because the struggle is what you need to make you better. You know what I'm saying? Like, welcome that shit. Learn how to live in it. Like, learn how to live in the fire. Because once you throw yourself in the fire and you fuck around and don't die, you're gonna be like, well, shit, I didn't know I could withstand fire. So
sometimes the ingredient for change is a necessary pain.
Come on now. Come on now.
The ingredient for change is a necessary pain.
Come on.
And everybody talk about how they want to be.
But
that Kirk Franklin came through.
And it's so cliche, but it's so for real, man. Everybody want to shine. Everybody want diamonds, but they don't know, man. It took extensively hot heat and an immense amount of pressure to make that diamond. So if you're cold right now and you trying to shine and you want to, man, I'd encourage you to embrace that struggle, young queen or young king, whoever you are, because it's gonna make you. It's gonna make you wait. It's gonna get you where you're trying to go, man.
Coach Johnson, what's one of your 2020 jewels, or what's a 2020 lesson you held precious to your heart this year, or challenge?
A challenge that I held precious to my heart this year. Man, okay.
Man, I forgot who I asked that question to.
I learned how to cook a little bit better, man.
Okay.
You know, I can throw down now in the kitchen. I can throw down now. But because I was thinking about my 2021 advice. Everybody else giving theirs. Hey.
Well, I mean, the 2021 advice is like whatever like that 2020 lesson is that you learned, because it's gonna help somebody in 2021.
Yeah, learn how to cook.
Learn how to cook. But hey, get 1% better every day. 1% better every day. If you divide an entire day up, right? 1% of a whole day is 14.4 minutes. Take 15 minutes out of your day to focus on whatever you want to get better in, and do that every day. Watch how by the end of the year, how much better you are at that thing, how much more you've learned, how much you've honed in on that. And then read Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington, if you just feel like, oh, I'm going through something.
That's coming live in that room from Coach Johnson.
Read a book, goddammit.
My 2020 lesson that I've learned, and I hope that may encourage or help somebody else out there, is to just jump and just go. A lot of time in life, we don't want to jump, or we don't just want to go, even when it's God telling us to jump and go, because we're on ground A, or we're at level A, and we don't see how we're supposed to get or make it to ground B or level B, just because it just seems impossible for whatever reason, one way or another. But I don't know if I read this. I think it may be in scripture, but I could be lying. It could just be a conversation I had with God. But the reason it is important for y'all out there to just jump and to just go with whatever it is, digging in your spirit, telling you to pursue this or do that, is because if you're trying to figure it out, you're never going to jump. And sometimes God can't give you all the steps you truly need to know. You don't need to know all the steps. If God told you everything that he had planned for you, everything he was going to do for your life, you would either get too scared for what you have to go through to get to that point, and or B, you may get the big head and feel like, well, shit, I'm gonna make it big anyway. So just have faith, just jump. Don't try to worry about how this is gonna make it this way, how this is gonna do that.
And man, I almost gotta say something, man. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, the opposite of the kid that did, young coach over here. But quite literally, I had to put that test. I had to put that pen to paper this year, man. I took a leap out on faith, and I also feel like life is about gambling on yourself, right? So, quite literally, if you're not putting yourself in an advantageous position to where you're bettering yourself to where you feel comfortable enough to gamble on yourself, man, I would encourage you to do like Coach said, take them 15 minutes out, and it don't even have to be 15. You could devote your being to that thing if we want to really get down to the nitty gritty and you want to see some real palatable change. Man, I had to quite literally, a job I got a promotion to, I had to walk away from it because I was undervalued. And now I'm in a better position because of that faith I took on not really knowing on how it was going to turn out, but just gambling and having faith. Well, first off, having faith in God, and then also just gambling on myself that, hey, you know, this experience and all of what you've gone through up to this point has geared you towards being able to make that step. So just walk in it, have faith in it, believe in it, trust in it, and man, just do it, because you ain't gonna never just be fully ready. Just do that shit.
If you were still trying to plan out, all right, when I leave, how I'm gonna do this, you'll probably
Exactly,
still
bro.
be
I'd still been there, still
still been
complaining,
there.
still.
And God would have been like, my nigga, I got you. Just jump. Come on, bro. I got you.
Amen.
Man, I jumped, man. I wasn't even,
So what you got, Coach?
Just to piggyback off real quick off my man,
Go
young
ahead.
Izzo. Proverbs 18:16, I believe, yes. A man's gift will open doors for him, right? Cultivate your gift this year. Cultivate it. Put in the work, put in the work, put in the work.
Hey.
Then doors will be open for you. Like we said last week, talent cannot be denied. Talent can't be denied. Work on your talent.
Hey, yeah. Man, and I'm a backdoor Coach Johnson. You can have the talent.
Y'all niggas just gonna backdoor all day.
You can have the talent.
Davis, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You can have the talent. You can have whatever. God can promise you X, Y, Z. You can have the grind.
But hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So if you are talented at something, please put forth the effort so you can be a breath in the best that you can be at whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish.
And I'm going to sum up what Sean Hart Izzo just said in one word: discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That is my word of the year that I've been fighting and trying my hardest to embrace. And since Christian wanted the scriptures, I got my scriptures on there too. Hebrews 12 and 11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful.
Come on.
That shit hurt. Discipline hurt. It don't feel good.
Come on.
All right, let's establish that. It don't feel good. Discipline hurts, okay? No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you go earlier in that chapter, starting verse 1, it says, because we have these cloud of witnesses, look forward towards the mark of Christ Jesus, who is the author and finisher of our faith. Keep moving on towards the mark because you have other people who have done it before you. If you get down wondering if you could do it, look to those who have done it before you. Start reading biographies of people who've gone through the same thing you've gone through. Look at these brothers who are on here who have gone through some of the same things you've gone through. They made it. You can continue to make it. Keep walking. Keep pressing forward. Come on now, somebody.
And I'm going to edit this some kind of way just because I feel like it's the spirit, so I'm going to just share my testimony. I was in H-Town, born and raised. I love so dearly. And I was trying to make my way to Atlanta, and I was just like, how I'm going to do it, I don't know. Pandemic happened. Them stimulus checks helped out. So some kind of way, God is always working everything together for the good. And for those out there, man, just just have the faith, man, and keep pushing. I don't know what your faith may look like, but just you're not gonna know all the steps, man. So I left Atlanta. I left Houston. I got here to Atlanta. I was kind of scared and nervous about like how that was gonna work out in terms of like making money and still staying true to what I want to do with like sports and and all that, and like being on my own time. And I'd be damned if here I am on my own time, making money, still doing my sports content like I want to do. And I couldn't have told you how I was going to do it at the time, but I took that leap of faith, and God is working it out day by day, man. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Amen.
Good stuff. Like,
Future leaders in praise.
You
All
hear
right,
me?
we can
Future
open.
leaders in
The doors of
podcast,
the
man.
church are open.
Hey, man, for sure.
We're
Always
taking
and
over offering.
forever.
We
The
need a
church is not
GoFundMe.
the physical structure. It is us, the people who reside in it, because God resides in us. He doesn't dwell in buildings, man. The temple is you. You feel me?
All right, guys, this has been the No Name Podcast, aka Insert Name here. We appreciate y'all for jacking with us tonight. On behalf of me and the brothers. Actually, I'm gonna let them take themselves out.
Yo, man, I'm a breeze over that. Sean Hart Izzo, man. Charismatic Hood Excellence. Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, whatever. Your girl phone probably too. But I'm a God friend, man, and I'm trying to change. So
We are all these things. But nah, man. Yeah, man. So we're signing out, but we wasn't at full strength. Don't forget to check out the Talking Smoke podcast with our brother Black Peace.
Talk smoke.
And so yeah, check that podcast out. During this holiday stretch, go back, look at all our stuff, look at our progression, look at how we've been coming up, look at how we've been consistent. Get in the comments, share, retweet, like it, all that good stuff. And we don't talk to you soon. Again, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're gonna see y'all going into 2020. Start on those resolution goals now. Have faith, have discipline.